If you think yourself a travel freak and you haven't been to the 10 destinations I'm going to list in this video, then I'm sorry, but you are certainly not there yet. Hey guys, I'm glad to have you here once more. In today's video, we are going to go over the top 10 bucket list destinations in South America. From the most beautiful to the most vibrant, and even the ones with the best cuisine, we will take a look at 10 must-visit locations in South America. Stay strapped in, guys. It promises to be an interesting one. Also, just remember to hit that subscribe button. Number 10. Uguzio Falls, Argentina. Being ranked as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world is no easy feat, and Uguzio Falls is surely worth the hype. Uguzio Falls is one of the most great natural wonders, since it consists of 275 distinct cascades, rather than simply one stunning waterfall. It can be viewed from both an Argentinian and Brazilian angle. On the Argentinian side, a number of viewing platforms give you the impression that you are nearly inside the water, as it thunders and crashes all around you. The Brazilian side, in comparison, provides breathtaking panoramic views of the entire region. The falls are also surrounded by lush tropical trees, which local birds and small creatures visit, giving this an intriguing introduction to the Atlantic rainforests. Fortunately, it is very accessible by day travel, from either Brazil, Foz do Iguaçu, or Argentina, Puerto Uguzia. More walking routes and better up-close views of the falls can be found on the Argentinian side. It is a breathtaking place, and I highly recommend it. Number 9. Salta, Argentina. The elegant and green city of Salta, which is located in the Andes foothills in Argentina's northwest, is the best place to get a peek at Andean culture. While the city's Andean roots are still cherished in everything, from its gastronomy to its vibrant piers, venues that play traditional Andean music, neoclassical architecture pays homage to the colonial heritage of the city. Guests can have a swell time visiting museums, exploring the city's green streets, or even visiting the famous rock formations in the area, the Quebrada de Oaxaca. The slope here has been transformed into an astoundingly gorgeous kaleidoscope of colors by mineral deposits in the ground. Number 8. Salvador, Brazil. Established by the Portuguese in 1548, Salvador, or the city of Salvador de Bahia, has a lot of history. It used to be the location of the earliest slave port in the Americas, and even till today, you can skip down to Porojino, the historic district called after the whipping post where slaves were tortured, to learn about the city's colorful past. It is also the third largest city in Brazil. Their cuisine is interesting too, with some African elements in it, maybe a remnant of the African slave trade. You will enjoy Salvador too if you love partying. They excel very well at that and play host to the biggest party in the world, the yearly Carnival event. Number 7. Tayrona National Park, Colombia. If you are having doubts about visiting South America, then do well to eliminate them ASAP. I'm 101% sure you will adore the Tayrona National Park on Colombia's Caribbean coast. The environment is safe and the safety of guests is also prioritized. Tayrona is a protected marine reserve that encompasses both land and water, and the second most visited national park in the nation. The vegetation and wildlife are very diverse in this area. There are about 100 different animal species, 300 different bird species, and 70 different types of bats. Even though most of the beaches are not appropriate for swimming due to strong currents, Tayrona's breathtaking beaches are another aspect of the place you are bound to enjoy. The beaches are primarily set in deep bays and are surrounded by mountains and coconut trees. An amazing experience, I tell you. But how will you enjoy all of these if you keep being undecided about visiting? Number 6. Lake Titicaca, Argentina. Ask the youngest Andean where the birthplace of the sun is and watch him take you to Lake Titicaca. Yes, that is exactly the belief of the Andeans, and I don't blame them much considering just how magnificent the lake is. It is the world's highest body of water, and it is 3,812 meters above sea level, leading to it being hailed as being physically close to God. Again, its sapphire blue waters and a surrounding ring of ice-speckled mountains give the area a truly mystical quality. While the lake is located on the border between Bolivia and Peru, visitors should come from the latter country, where a boat trip from Puno will take you to see the remarkable floating islands built by the indigenous Oros centuries ago. Alternatively, take a tour and stop overnight on Isla Taquil and learn about the indigenous Aymara culture and their ancient weaving tradition. Number 5. Parque Nacional de Chapada Diamantina. In search of an eco-adventure in Brazil, take a look at Parque Nacional de Chapada Diamantina National Park. Expect to be blown away by the drama of the scenery in one of the countries and the continent's most magnificent national parks. Spend a few days here to see Brazil's highest waterfall, ancient table mountains with gaping canyons and jagged peaks, and the welcoming hospitality of the locals. Take a multi-day trekking tour staying in local people's homes to see this region at its best, or go on a hiking or caving day trip. Number 4. Rapa Nui, Easter Island. When you think of the enigmatic moai statues that you will see at Tempo Nui, trust me, that's enough motivation to add it to your bucket list. These statues have stood on guard on the island for over 800 years. These massive monolithic figures, carved by island artisans to commemorate the lives of important community members, and then installed on top of vast platforms on the island shores, are a remarkable slice of island history. The island itself is a bit remote and volcanic in nature too. Some people ever believe the island is way too expensive for them and therefore avoid it. Imagine missing out on such an amazing place because of the wrong information. I mean, there's horseback riding, snorkeling, cycling, and going all around the island, which you can use to have a good time at very little cost. Number 3. Kaitira Falls, Guyana. If you want to go off the beaten path, Guyana should be on your list. Guyana, a country rarely visited by tourists, has a diverse range of tourist attractions, including the spectacular Kaitira Falls. In terms of scale and magnificence, these falls are second only to Angel Falls in neighboring Venezuela, spilling over into a seemingly bottomless gorge within the thick, humid jungle of the Kaitira National Park. You can reach them on foot or by more daring means, light aircraft. Flying from Guyana's capital, Georgetown, you'll fly directly over these dizzying falls, which stand 226 meters above the ground and plunge to the ground in a torrent of foam and spray. Number 2. The Pantanal, Paraguay. I'm almost sure you must have heard of the Pantanal before now. The Pantanal, also known as the Kingdom of Waters, is very much popular. If you don't know about it, then you just got on a very interesting ride. It is one of the world's largest, most pristine, and biologically vibrant wetlands, providing some of the best wildlife viewing opportunities in South America. It is easily one of the best ecotourism destinations on the planet, combining spectacular animal watching and mesmerizing half-liquid landscapes, with fascinating glimpses into sustainable cattle ranching culture that plays out amid all this watery wildness. Few tourists venture into Paraguay's sweltering territory, but those who do are rewarded handsomely. Make a beeline for the Pantanal, a remarkably biodiverse stretch of soupy rivers and wetlands that has the highest concentration of wildlife in South America. It's a remote and difficult to reach location where you can see jaguars, giant anteaters, giant armadillos, and giant otters, among other wild animals. Arrive by boat from Concepcion, further south, or by a small plane from Ocean. Basic accommodation and the feeling of being alone in one of the country's most remote parts await you. Number 1. Cartagena. And finally, the number 1 spot on our list. Cartagena, one of Colombia's most popular tourist destinations, and easily the most beautiful city in the country, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that was built with the blood and sweat of thousands of slaves, brought through here in the 17th century. Exploring its cobblestone streets and vast churches in the old city, as well as the grittier, art-daubed streets of nearby Gastronomy, is a great way to get to know Cartagena, while a tour of this country's food through the city's wealth of restaurants specializing in Caribbean-inspired dishes and local fish is another. Cartagena is a major city on the Caribbean coast of Colombia. It was founded in 1533 by the Spanish who named it after Cartagena, Spain. The city was the political and economic center of South America during Spain's dominance. Cartagena is a modern city, but it has a walled historic center and a fortress, one of South America's largest fortifications. Cartagena has a vibrant culture scene with year-round festivals, museums, and art galleries. Colombia is a backpacker's paradise, but even those looking for a shorter but still memorable South American vacation will find the northern city of Cartagena worthy of the hype if they do visit. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and would like to see similar videos, do visit our channel. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of our new videos. See you next time.